I couldn't help myself. I had to make a video about this. I have been following Tour de France, as of many of you probably, and I want us to look at the video evidence that we have, which isn't great, but I want us to look at the video evidence of what we have, and I'll tell you what I think. And honestly, for the people that I do hear, which seems to be very few and far apart, but the people I do hear on the other side of the aisle, it does not. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. So we're talking about Mark Cavendish and Peter Sagan, Stage 4 Tour de France sprint. And let's play this here. And okay, hold on a second. You can see. Okay, so by the way, Mark Cavendish is about the most aggressive sprinter in the history of Tour de France. Let's just put that out there. Here, Cavendish is coming from behind and pushing into Peter Sagan's body. You can see his head is actually on his body. Now, these are racers. They don't get paid to move aside to let the other person win. Sprinters, if you guys, and anybody that comments contrary, if you just comment contrary because you think, well, that was kind of rude or that was too aggressive or whatever, if you are not a cyclist and you're not a sprinter, then shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. If you are a cyclist, if you have been sprinting and you know that sprinting is very much of a box game where the winner is generally the most aggressive, not necessarily that crosses the lines, but is able to box off people from them and is able to keep their line and protect their line. And right here we have a perfect example of someone protecting their line. He's trying to come up a line that does not exist, as in Mark Cavendish. Let's watch this. So here, the elbow hasn't actually come out yet. He's already falling. His bike is already going down. He is already falling. The elbow comes out, and I'll play it some more. This is really slow motion here, guys. The elbow comes out when he's trying to rebalance, as in Peter Sagan is trying to rebalance himself. See that? The elbow came out at the same time as the knee came out. Did you guys see that? And that is to keep himself up straight. It's actually Mark Cavendish that almost caused Peter Sagan to fall as well. So I'll just play it. I won't make this super long, but I'll play it several times so you guys can check it out. It's just, I don't understand. See that? The leg came out. That's regaining balance. He's balancing himself. I can't believe they disqualified Peter Sagan for protecting his line and the BS of the UCI. Look, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It's just, I feel it's unfortunate that Mark Cavendish fell. I get it. I feel it's unfortunate that he actually hurt himself what sounds like pretty bad, and he's going to be out of the tour. But to take Peter Sagan out is just, that's the worst call. It's the worst call since the Lance Armstrong era. And what I mean with that is, yes, Lance Armstrong was a cheat, and he lied about it in a big way, but so did everybody else. But they're making Lance Armstrong. They made Lance Armstrong, if you guys remember, such a villain. And yes, he was very rude about it. He ruined some lives, and that's up to that's a different thing. That doesn't mean that they should prosecute him the same way they did, because everybody else got deals. Everybody else was cheating. Everybody else that was in the top 20 during top 40 during that era was all on the juice, and they made it sound like Lance Armstrong was like the worst of the worst, and that's BS. Everybody was on the juice. Anyways, that's just my personal opinion on the whole Lance Armstrong thing. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys think that Mark Cavendish was basically thrown down, beaten down by Peter Sagan, and Peter Sagan should have been disqualified, then I don't know, man. Like, then God help you. then I doubt that and understand cycling, and also have been in situations where you are sprinting for a win. Anybody coming from behind, trying to squeeze me out of my line in a sprint, I don't let him through. And I'm not a big time sprinter. I do sprint. I do consider myself a fairly strong sprinter, but no, it's my line. I'm protecting my line, and if they fall, they fall. They shouldn't have tried to squeeze where there wasn't a line. Doesn't matter who they are. And I think that Mark Cavendish and his team are using all of their political might to try to get this. And I think they did, and they try to get Peter Sagan's disqualification. Saying it was violence out in that wasn't violence. You know what's violent? It's how Mark Cavendish, and I'm a fan of Mark Cavendish. Don't get me wrong. I like his aggressivity. I like the fact that he is the kind of sprinter he is. But in this particular occasion, he got his own medicine. I mean, he has been aggressive. He has shown violence out there on the bike field, so to speak, on the field, and to disqualify Peter Sagan is about the worst call I've ever seen UCI do, and it's about the worst I think they could have done in the Tour de France. I mean, it's beyond of a bad call. It's complete BS call. Complete BS call. Thanks for watching, guys. I couldn't help myself. So there you go. Let me know what you guys think. Take care, and let's see what happens in the tour.